pessoal, beleza? Então bora fazer essa gameplay aqui de Skyrim. Vou conferir aqui. Beleza, vamos continuar aí, né? Então quase chegando no final, achei super interessante, tá? O Dragon Ball foi enviado lá para o Oblivion, né? Parece, né? E voltou. Aí parece que tem finais. Não sei se o mod tem finais diferentes. Acredito que essa talvez seja a gameplay final desse mod aqui, eu acho. Acredito, talvez se não for, né? Então. Mas se for, depois eu vou pesquisar se tem outros finais diferentes. Mas eu acho que não deve ter. Acho que só tem um final diferente. Mas vamos ver. Então, bora continuar. E é isso. Passei no Nexus, eu não vi nada tão mods. Não é nada inovador ainda. Só mods comuns mesmo. Isso. Aí pessoal, tem alguns tutoriais aí, vocês podem estar seguindo aí, tem um cardzinho aí. Vocês podem estar olhando aí, beleza? Você pode estar conferindo. Fiz tutorial de luz, tutorial de corpo. Né? O BA é o mesmo sistema 3BA. Nada demais.
Greetings and salutations,
Então,
my friends.
Tish.
Acredito que eu tenho que sentar nessa
girl.
cadeira aqui.
What's up?
Faz aqui assim, ó. Tira aquela foto insana, ou se não, faz aqui assim. Só a gente vê depois. Sem PC. Mas aí, né? Tá muito longe a câmera.
No need, my friend. I feel invigorated again. It's been some time since I had a purpose to do anything at all. Lady Rigmor needs my service, just as her father offered his, to help us fight the Dominion to a standstill during the Resistance. I feel obliged to return the favor.
Did you know my father, Eamon?
Not personally. He arrived later in our struggle after the Empire betrayed us. The war had been raging for some time. If only Meade had kept his nerve after Narafin was defeated at the
Muito legal, cara.
maybe we would not have had to fight another 5 years alone. I don't think the Dominion accounted for the fact we would never surrender.
O personagem tá precisando descansar. Vou ter que tirar um descanso em alguma barraquinha naquela ali. Acho que tem mais de água.
After we crossed the desert, we regrouped in Skaven. At this time, only Hagath held out from Arenalia's
Eu acho que o Dragonborn não tá totalmente vivo, não, cara.
By the time she
Tem
made
alguma
camp
coisa com
outside the
ele.
walls, Decianus had arrived with his legion and
Essa aura
volunteers from
em
Hyrule,
volta do personagem.
Skyrim, all over. That was a bloody day. Although we lost the city, it was the beginning of the end for Arenalia. By the time Meade had won in Cyrodil, we had retaken Skaven and pushed her all the way back across the desert. Then the White Gold Concordat happened, and the Empire abandoned us to the Dominion. They thought they could get away with murder, and began to ethnically cleanse the South, consolidating their gift from Meade. That's when your father arrived, Rigmor. I have never seen such ferocity.
Aí, ó.
Just the sheer size of the Nords, all berserkers. We also had a lot of former legionnaires too, veterans. Awesome.
Minimapa funcionando legal, hein?
We fought on.
Esse aqui, não me disse, ele saiu uma atualização, só que eu não coloquei. Eu não coloquei porque não... ainda faz perder FPS e não deveria fazer isso. Acho que o autor vai ter que dar uma reescrita nesse mod.
The rest is, how should we say, history.
What will you do when this is all over?
I have decided to return home to Rehab. Hammerfell is calling. Who knows what awaits?
So what's your story, Tish?
My story? Man. You ever heard of Hrothgar? Well, it's a small part of High Rock in the mountains there. We lived in a small village under the shadow of Mount Sorrow.
Deixa eu ver aqui se é um feitiço, é uma magia. Fadiga cansado, tirede. Sanação, seus elixires, puxar da régua. Mas beleza, isso aqui é... Não, nada. Isso tudo aqui faz parte do jogo, esses debuffs.
Our tribe was the Gorlana, but it got swallowed up along with most other small tribes into the bigger ones during the squabbles.
Sai só
That's
dormindo.
my name, Gorlana Tish. The chief was looking for young wives and had his beady eye on me, so I up and left overnight.
É isso aí mesmo, eu acho que o dragão
My
morre.
mother was sleeping, but my father caught me at the door of our hut,
Como é que vai ser?
all set, ready to go with my pack. He knew. He never said a word. He just grabbed my face in one hand, lifting me onto my toes. And with his thumb, drew a line from my nose down over my lips. He let me down and placed his hand on my shoulder with a slight nod. Man, I can tell you that was intense. You see, we don't do that kind of lovey shit most men and mare do. No way. But it meant everything to me. Sometimes I wish I could cry like you milk drinkers. I was quite young then. Up and down the mines for most of my childhood. I'll never forget. Every morning when I woke up, the very first thing I would do is just gaze up at that mountain and watch the clouds kind of get wrapped around it. Yeah, Mount Sorrow. I'll have to go back there someday.
What about P? You know, Bersalak. How did you meet him? Was it on the battlefield?
No, nothing like that. It wasn't long after I left the Blades.
You were in the Blades?
Yeah, but I don't talk about it, okay?
Okay.
Ou pede o... Como assim? Pede o Tish para cantar o resto da história dela. Ou contar a Rigmor que é hora de aposentar. A história daquela personagem acho que vai durar uns 10 anos. Boa, né? Vai ficar de noite, cara. depois vai clarear. É isso aí.
Dragonborn, wake up. It's time to go.
Pronto. Quase clareando, né? Ser feito, eu detesto ser feito.
As I'll ever be.
Beleza.
Hey, Eamon. Where's Tish?
Tish has decided to go home, back to High Rock. You might be able to catch her if you hurry.
Tish! Wait!
Hey, girl. What's up?
Where are you going?
Roma has been good to us. We don't want to outstay our welcome.
Tish, please. Won't you stay?
Ah, Rigmor, don't do this to me.
Tish, please. Go. You'll always be welcome here. Where will you go?
Look. Me and B gonna head up to High Rock, see what's happening up there. I got some unfinished business, and talking to you kind of cleared my head a bit.
I understand. No regrets, huh?
One of my biggest regrets in my life was killing all those dragons.
É. Deixa os dois irem. Eu acho que agora a Rigmor deve, talvez. Vamos ver o que vai ser, né?
Watch out for a trap. Cepheus will be surrounded by his Praetorian guard.
I'll be fine. Anyway, I have the dragon ball. What could possibly go wrong?
If anything untoward happens, I will march my legion into the city in the name of Titus Mede II and give control back to the Council of Elders.
I am sure Blackwell is as good as his word. Thank you, Windowns, for everything.
Don't make
É, rapaz, acho que agora é capaz de...
This is just the beginning. Good luck, my lady.
Come on, Dragonborn. Let's get this over with.
Bora lá então.
Yes.
Vamos até o Palácio Imperial, cara. Tem a gente poder ver ali. Vai ser lá, se vai. Eu acho que a muralha talvez surja lá, alguma coisa assim. Ela não vai ser bem recepcionada lá não, eu acho. Alguma coisa. Mas Dragon Ball não tá com essa aura aí, eu acho que ele tá meio. Ele não tá totalmente vivo, não tô pensando. Afinal das contas, eu acho que quem vai sobreviver vai ser rico. Vai se ficar perto. Dragão melhorou a textura, ficou melhor, ficou mais... tá melhor. Eu acho que aqui, cara, a textura tá muito... tudo é muito velho, muito destruído, muito velho. Eu acho que eles podiam fazer uma versão assim mais limpa, né? Não faz sentido todo mundo morar num lugar que tá tudo assim, tipo acabando, né?
Yes?
Principalmente a realeza, né? A realeza morar num lugar cheio de musgo. Não faz muito sentido, né? Então acho que devia ficar mais limpa. A textura tá legal, o modelo, mas ela devia ser um pouquinho mais limpa. Branca, mais limpa.
Dragonborn, wait. What shall I say to them? Well, I certainly won't be marrying that asshole Robert, so check that off the list. The best he can hope for is his freedom. Same with the father. We hold the upper hand in the negotiations, right? And marrying the Emperor? I don't think so. All this political bullshit, how do they even live with themselves? They will do anything, stoop to the lowest of the low, at every opportunity for power. That's what really pisses me off. The power doesn't belong to them. It belongs to the citizens, the people of Tamriel. If only I could be a true voice for the people. Do you think that I have what it takes, Dragonborn, to become Empress? But what about you? What will you do, no matter what happens next? I love you, Dragonborn. I belong to you and you alone. And I will never stop loving you. Do you believe in the prophecy thing? What will become of us?
Estrela em ascensão. Entre no Palácio Imperial. Não vai me seguir. Vamos ver como é que vai ser. Eu escolhi o diálogo que eu achei mais conveniente, né? Não vai... Então... Aqui, Nossa, tá muito claro. Agora é a hora do rei. Isso não vai dar pra gente esperar.
Blackwell, order your men to kill these traitors.
Hold your swords.
I am your emperor. I demand you kill them. You must obey me. You will cut them down this instant. You pick up your sword and cut them down. Cut them down, I say. Then I am undone. It wasn't me. I am innocent. It was her, Morag. She murdered the children, not me.
Então eles descobriram a verdade.
You can keep the crown. Here, take it. Take it. Please. Quarter. Mercy.
Caramba, o cara queimou.
The Emperor is dead. Long live the Empress.
Tostou todo, cara. Coisinha mais insana, né, mano? E aí, como é que é? Ficar nisso?
Majesty, whomsoever takes off the head that wears the crown reigns supreme. You are Lord Protector of Cyrodil and the Empire. Take your rightful place upon the throne of dragonborn kings and queens.
Como assim, cara?
My lady, after you.
No caso, ali eu fiquei do lado dela, no reino ali, girou. Aqui, você tá vendo a textura? Ela tem um musgo, ela devia ser branco, limpinho, tá vendo? Acho que tá no Rigmor de Cyrodil, acredito que eles vão melhorar isso. Rapaz, eu acho que é isso aí. Quer dizer que... Bacana.
Your Majesty, as Lord Chancellor, it is my duty to protect and serve, and pursue your interests with absolute, unwavering ruthlessness. If you would kindly permit me to, and I am sure you'll agree, tie up a few loose ends.
Vamos ver o que vai acontecer.
We have to nip it in the bud, so to speak. All of them. My lady, you look quite peakish. Are you unwell?
Ô Jesus. Como assim, cara? Completado. Então quer dizer que terminou? Ela tá grávida, Rigmor. E deixa eu ver. Descer daí ela não vai. Tem alguma coisa mais a fazer aqui? Adaga de sítios. É só adaga de sítio, não tem mais nada. Ela tá sentada lá, tá tranquila, mas... E ela não quer sair dali. Se eu sair daqui, o que acontece? Ela virou imperatriz daqui, cara. Esse cara não tem como conversar com ele. É, eu acho que a gente chegou no fim, né?
Dragonborn, of course I'm sure. What? The baby? Or you becoming empress? What are you going to do? I don't want to have the baby here. I want to go home. You're the last Dragonborn, the rightful heir to the throne. Blackwell said it himself. I need you now more than ever. Please, don't leave me here alone.
Achei diálogo. Vamos ver como é que vai ser.
Please take me home, Dragonborn. Let's have Blackwell look after things here. If he needs us, he can send for us.
Majesty, my lady.
Here he is. Ask him. Ask him about what happens next.
Bora lá. Aqui eu vou salvar agora. Será aí? Beleza. Bacana, cara. Legal, cara.
Well, there will be a small interim phase so correspondence can be sent to those that need to be informed, such as dignitaries and the royal houses of Tamriel. They shall be invited to the coronation, which in this case I suggest be arranged at the same time, as Rigmor is now the High Queen of Cyrodil. But first, we need to protect the integrity of our queen and the child. So, first I suggest Rigmor takes up the name of the House of Mead.
Rigmor Mead? Yeah, right.
It might only be a temporary change, but also a necessary one. Majesty, depending on how we go forward from here, I have another suggestion. I suggest you arrange a marriage at the soonest opportunity. You, as the last Dragonborn, are the rightful heir to the throne. As soon as I heard of your accomplishments, I knew it was fact. That not only were you gifted the Thuum, but also with the ability to absorb the souls of dragons. That you were anointed by Akatosh himself as the rightful heir, before even taking the crown. If you find that arrangement to be impossible for whatever reason, there are alternative ways to proceed. A partnership or friendship ceremony for the child's sake. It would not be binding, and you could both live separate lives, where there is an understanding between you and shared responsibilities, especially if you decide to cede. Or you could cede the crown. Rigmor becomes Empress, and you go back to what you were doing before.
Como é que vai ser? Qual das duas opções eu posso fazer? Não, então... não tem... Aí aqui tem um diálogo. Eu formei... Deixa eu ver. Não é... Ela não vai me seguir, ainda tem um diálogo aí. Se eu sair... Não, sentar aqui não adianta. Não há nenhuma mais... Não há mais nada.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
I suggest you arrange a marriage that not only were you given, if you find that arrangement to be impossible for whatever reason, where there is an understanding, or you could cede the crown. Rigmor becomes empress and you go back to what you were doing before.
Eu falei isso aqui.
Understood. My lady.
Ah,
The
tá.
Dragonborn and I shall return to
Diálogo
Brooklyn
você tem que
time
esperar,
and leave you
beleza.
in charge as caretaker. Maybe Titus Mead II will return someday. We will of course comply with anything you ask of us.
Of course, my lady. As the former Countess of Bruma, administration will pass to Sigurd. Bruma will, by default, become a royal city and imperial place of residence. There is a small matter that needs to be attended to, but that can wait for the time being. I'm sure both of you need time to
Mãe dela vai
adjust
tomar
to
conta
the
por
new
enquanto.
situation you find yourselves in. The traitors Leowin, Cheydinhal, and Coral have all been dealt with, permanently, and the houses of Coral and Cheydinhal, for the time being, have passed on to their next of kin.
Leowin?
Leowin is in need of a new count. I suggest Cassius Varon. It is imperative we have someone we can trust, implicitly. His naval expertise would suit the county and protect the Niven Bay, especially as the disbanded bandit army has gone to ground in the border regions of Blackmarsh, elsewhere in Valenwood. Of course, Quintus was another option to consider, but with growing tensions in Hammerfell, it would be prudent to have him remain there for the time being. So be it. I shall get onto it at once. I shall arrange the necessary correspondence announcing the change of dynasty and forthcoming coronation to be sent to whom it may concern. So expect immediate interest and requests for parley, especially from the Elder Council in exile and the Aldmeri Dominion, who I suspect will want to discuss the restoration of the White Gold Concordant.
Yeah, right.
Lady Rigmor, take this opportunity to relax as best you can. Of course, return home to Bruma. But soon, whether you like it or not, you will need to adapt and come to terms with your new situation. Once the news has reached the far corners of Nern, and you address the foreign dignitaries and your subjects, you must respect their expectations and act accordingly, befitting a queen.
Hey, I'm not the Empress, and I put up with this kind of stuff from Malisab long enough, so drop it, Blackwell.
But you are still the queen. Rightfully so, as the Dragonborn is the rightful heir to the Imperial throne by right of combat. I realize this situation is not perfect, or even expected. I am sure it comes as a surprise to all of us, but here we are. It's not the first time in the history of monarchies that things have turned out exceptional. But we must all agree that the recent events that have brought us here are indeed exceptional.
Então, meu personagem virou ali
I'm sorry, I'm just...
o rei,
I
né?
guess.
Vamos colocar assim.
I don't know.
Caso ela seria imperatriz, né?
Rigmor, I have been on the receiving end of your diplomatic parley. You have proven, beyond doubt, your ability to lead, to strategize, to stand up, shoulders back, head held high in the face of overwhelming odds. And with the Dragonborn by your side? If it's peace you want, if it's a home to go where you can raise a child in safety, you have a place alongside the Dragonborn to make this real, to make it a success, because no one is going to make that success for you. So please, do take the time to return to Bruma, appoint a lady-in-waiting, and send her here to the palace as to arrange the royal suite. I take it you have dealt with Sir Robert? If you will permit me, I have matters to attend to. I shall send word if something important comes up and your presence is required. My lady, Rigmor.
Dragonborn.
O que é?
How do you feel about all this?
Não sei qual escolher. Vou colocar esse aqui.
You? Unsure? I understand. I really do. We share a destiny. I know that. We have both suffered from amnesia. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't been there for me. Been there for all of us. I know I'm not perfect, but you've always been there to carry me when I fall, to put me back together when I'm broken. I would do the same for you in a heartbeat. I'll always have your back. And I want you to know you are kind and stronger than you know. You're my Dragonborn, and I'll protect you always. I love you too. Can you take me home now? You know what I mean.
É.
Okay.
Ah, tá. Beleza. Vou levar Rigmor de volta para Bruma. Bora lá então. Vou salvar depois desse diálogo gigante. Eu vou salvar aqui. Beleza. Mas aí no caso a casa eu levo para Bruma, mas Bruma é aqui, cara. Só usar o usar um fast travel porque tá muito longe. Vai esperar demais aí, velho. Vamos dar um fast travel bem mais rápido. Aí vamos ver como é que vai ser o fim, porque ainda não chegou, não deu aquela finalização. Caímos, tá aqui.
Yes. Huh?
O que você está olhando?
A casa dela é aqui. Acredito que aqui seria o final. É aqui que seria o final.
Right. Okay. I've never kept a diary before, so here
Nada
goes.
escrito.
Freethov has encouraged me to do it. Says it'll be good for me. Actually, it's a bit weird, like talking to myself. But now I've moved back into the old house. My apartment.
A Bruma
I can
mantém.
finally begin to breathe again.
Ainda não é aqui, né?
I know Mom's
Odeio
disappointed
flores.
with me.
Já
but she doesn't
crâniozinhos
show
com
it.
gravetos.
As for Melisam, he can do one.
Eu
The
acho
heat
que
made me feel suffocated. And after everything I've been through, I just need a little more time to adjust in my own space to do it in.
talvez é aqui no
Freethov has been
castelo.
great and understands, and has been really helpful. Curious too, and the poetry and drawings.
Ah, era aqui, velho. No castelo.
I have to move on, start afresh. I have had to come to terms that I will never see Dragonborn again.
Ô, minha filha, você tá...
After getting no replies from my letters, I resigned myself to the fact.
Ah,
Dragonborn
acho que
has
tá
no
querendo
chance.
conversar alguma coisa, provavelmente.
Even now, I wake up in a cold sweat, calling out, "Who is that sitting at the foot of my bed?"
Aí é.
O que é?
Have you come
What are
back
we
for
going
me?
to tell my mom?
It's only the shadows.
I mean, we
Apparently,
can't just go back
it's
there and
not.
say, hey, mom,
create
guess
a
what?
certain
I'm pregnant
bond.
with the Dragonborn's
I
baby.
never knew that feeling before. You would do anything for those that you
I'm
trust
just
and
worried, I
love.
guess.
You give yourself freely, openly, with no words needed, with just the slightest passing glance you see.
We don't
into
have much
someone's
time
soul.
before I start showing.
The sacrifices
then?
you would make in a heartbeat for that person, no questions asked. The sacrifices Dragonborn made for me.
Dragonborn
To be
are
free,
you proposing to
happy.
me?
Ties that bind for eternity. But I have moved on now.
Okay, Let's go
And
then.
if they think I'm going to marry that coral kid,
Ah, mas tá
they've got
ficando grande, cara, vai dar uma hora.
malice
É,
on
pessoal,
their
eu
shoulders.
acho que
Both
eu
all
vou ter que ficar por aqui também nessa
Only
gameplay, beleza?
Melisand's one defining feature in his life was adopting him as a small child. I finally found out
Vou
what
entrar aqui logo,
she's his daughter and
porque já tá passando bastante tempo já, né? Senão o vídeo vai ficar
on a
grande
pilgrimage
demais,
to
aí
the
vai ficar
shrine
demorado
of
pra postar.
his beloved
pá,
mistress. He passed a
Não vai dar
ransacked
certo.
burning wagon train and came across Carice wandering disoriented in the road, calling for
Aí
her
é isso aí.
parents. She was 3 years
Show de
old.
bola mesmo.
I love
Salvar aqui.
We share something in common.
A próxima
Your
parte agora é o
sisters.
casamento
What a
deles.
shitty, cruel
Vão
world
ter
we've
que
been
fazer o
born
casamento.
into. Oh, and I have first-hand experience of that. But now,
E vamos ver o que vai ser
I
depois.
think I've earned myself some slight
É bacana
indulgence
mesmo.
on
Então,
that. Fight hard, play hard, right? As for
tá
Bobby,
rolando o diálogo da carta.
he's actually quite cute.
Pena que não deu pra ler.
He doesn't try to handle me with kid gloves. He's honest, caring, and likes to party. And I think he understands me. He listens and is agreeable.
Tem que salvar essa
And
pose,
he's
cara.
fun. I'm going to rent a room at the Roxy Inn. It's so more convenient. Bobby can sail up the Nibbin estuary into the lake. I love it there, by the lake. Reminds me of Riften. I'm sure Dragonborn would approve.
É isso aí, pessoal. Aí, não deixe de se inscrever no canal, entendeu? Deixa aquele like aí, tá? Beleza? E vai compartilhando pra fortalecer, beleza? E é isso aí. Eu vou ficando por aqui, porque o vídeo tá bem grande. Aí, vai ter outra continuação ainda. Vou estar trazendo aí mais outra gameplay aí pra nós vermos aí o desfecho aí de toda a história aí. Então é isso aí, pessoal. Valeu. Até o próximo vídeo aí.